So maybe we can learn a little bit more about our runners. I know we learned a lot about them in the last prequel, but maybe we could just learn a little bit more about these runners. Wow, that was an awesome match.
Yeah, no. So ESKELETE, he's getting after it. His brother actually stays after and is my translator for the adult night class that we do. And so by default, he had to stick around sometimes. And he's like, well, how does this work? And how does that work? And so he learned how to weld a little earlier than some of the kids do. And I wish he wasn't so involved in all the other sports. If he was, a little slower, maybe I could keep him in some more ag stuff. But he's so good at all this other stuff that it's hard to keep him around. And actually, his brother's in the chat. I saw him saying hi earlier. Yeah, right. And then cool. LaLaLambs, she's very, very. She didn't write it in her facts, but she's very artistically inclined, and
wow,
she's very, very good at like picking through and finding out what she likes and making things work the way they need to work. So very, very artistically minded, very quiet, but that's like if you were to watch her in here, you no stress at all. You saw her lock in, and she's just getting after it. So
it's awesome. And she's even interacting with the chat. We like that too. Metab said, wait, 12 chickens? And she said 12 in general. I forgot how many of each. Oh, well. Very cool. All right, guys, listen, we got drawing number 11 on deck here. Are you ready, Corey?
I'm ready. They have my assistants have the prints ready to hand out. So
okay, don't forget to remind our runners, check the units before you get started. If it's in millimeters, work in millimeters. If it's in inches, work in inches. All right, here we go, guys. Let's do this. This next CAD battle between LaLaLambs and ESKELETE begins in 3, 2, 1, go! What is the mass of this part in 0.xxx pounds? I should say pounds.
Pounds.
0.xxx pounds. I gotta work on my templates. My templates are messed up, I think.
You work late at night like I do, so.
Thank you. Yeah. 0.xxx pounds. What is the mass of this part in pounds? And the unit system is inches. So we are working inches. And that's what your guys usually work in, right? Your students usually work in inches?
This is what they love. So we'll see. Okay. Hopefully this lets them show their skills a little faster, a little bit better.
Yeah, they're already both in it. They're both drawing from the top down. They are both let me just turn off that clock of doom. They're both drawing from the top down. They're drawing that first sketch. Oh, ESKELETE doing a full restart of deciding to center that first sketch. Interesting. LaLaLambs on the right deciding to draw that upper shape and then draw that lower shape in the same sketch. I guess anticipating the ability to reuse that sketch.
Yep.
All right. And of course, these drawings are random. Some of them are maybe a little easier, a little harder, but they are all tier 2 drawings, which means you could probably get through them in 4 to 6 features, including the sketches.
Yeah, I think anytime you can center that, because it's always you don't have to dimension it twice. It's gonna help you out. It auto defines for you. So.
Neck and neck on this one. Both students creating the exact same sketch on the exact same plane. Wow. ESKELETE tapping into some of that speed that he's usually using on the track. Getting into this first feature, taking that 2D sketch, extruding it into a 3D feature, drawing first blood, and now he's going to go back. He's going to use that same sketch again, it looks like, and perform another extrusion, creating that plug section. Very interesting. I like this workflow. I really like this workflow. Figuring out what the depth is for that second section of the plug. Looks like he's spinning this thing around, looking at it, making sure that it looks the same way as the print. We got people in the chat letting us know that they got it. Thank you to everyone in the chat for flexing a little without spoiling. Love it.
There we go. ESKELETE is getting those corners going.
Yeah, using what's called a chamfer. So you guys can see that the rounded corners, we use a tool called a fillet. And then when the corners are just broken off like that, just kind of broken off with a straight cut, we call that a chamfer. So different tools that we use in different scenarios depending on what it is we're trying to accomplish. This model's made from ABS, so we can see that ESKELETE, but remember this one's in pounds. Maybe just remind him this one's in pounds because of drawing.
Pounds. Remember pounds because it says grams at the top, but it's a misprint.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him another chance. I'm not gonna count that one because it was written wrong on the Yep. So I'm not gonna count that as a guess. I'm just gonna remove that one. Okay, so ESKELETE comes in with an answer 0.5208. That is not correct. That is not correct. Let him know that is not correct.
So 0.5208 is not correct.
Not correct. 0.5208, not correct. I know they're not necessarily listening to audio because Corey's in the room with them. So
take a look at your tolerance. Take a look at everything across the board. Not correct for that last one you just did.
Okay. Not correct. Yep, so we're giving him just a free guess for that one. So he still has one more guess because that first one was not correct. So now what he's got to do is he's got to look at that 2D print and try to figure out what was wrong. Why was that not correct? FPV Kev in the chat says, got it. My older brother, Scott Schnars, in the chat said, this is really cool. Go LeGrand. Also, fellow Californian. And LaLaLambs comes in with an answer, 0.6774. And Corey, we have ourselves a winner. Congratulations. That is correct. Well done to LaLaLambs. LaLaLambs is going to earn that second point. That is correct. Well done. Wow, wow, wow. That is awesome. Guys, let's put a GG in the chat for LaLaLambs getting through that. Wow, that is so awesome. 0.677 was correct. I think, what do you think, Corey? Did you notice what ESKELETE maybe did wrong there?
Yeah, I pulled out another print. I'm wondering if he did that 125 from the extrusion, if he didn't account for it. Because if you drew it off that same face, I don't think it went up high enough.
That's what I'm thinking too. It looks like that extrusion on the bottom there of ESKELETE's is maybe just a little bit short. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Let's look at ESKELETE's again there. But wow, well done.
Counting it off the same one. First
yeah.
one, I would have done swap it.
Yeah.